The Facebook SDK is something that we've been providing to iOS and Android developers to really help them make their applications become social.
Runkeeper helps people track their fitness activities. So using the GPS in your phone, we track your runs, walks, and bikes. What's awesome about working at Runkeeper is that when we succeed, the world gets healthier, and that's what motivates us to get out of bed every day.
If you think about our mission at Goodreads, it's to help people discover and share the books they love. Social is in our DNA. It's part of everything that we've ever built at Goodreads. That's because books themselves are inherently social.
Foursquare is an app that people use to discover places to go based on everywhere that they've been and where their friends have been. And when they have great experiences, they use it to capture and share those experiences, often to Facebook. We get a lot of distribution from Open Graph, where people see stories about how people are checking out on Foursquare or leaving tips. We have it as a one-click experience, so you go from signing up to having an account and seeing what friends are using the service. One of the reasons why we think people actually really enjoy our Facebook integration is so that they can share the meaningful check-ins they have on Foursquare with a bigger audience. Check-ins that are pushed to Facebook are 3 times more likely to have photos and text, making kind of a more meaningful experience that they're sharing, than check-ins that are not pushed to Facebook.
Goodreads has seen exceptional growth over the last year. As people are moving more into mobile, people are now seeing those books that your friends share on their mobile devices in the newsfeed or the timeline. And when you see that book that your friend just loved and gave 5 stars and wrote a review on your iOS or your Android device, and you click on that, it makes sense for us to take you directly into the application. That's really where Facebook's work on mobile has really come into play. Things like single sign-on, which brings people directly into the experience seamlessly without having to bother with the authentication, and deep linking, which brings that person to that book they recommended, that piece of content that they're interested in. That's made all the difference for that tight loop integration with Facebook.
So we use the SDK in 2 ways. The first is for new user registration to make that process as simple and as frictionless as possible. And the second is around sharing, where we want to enable users to share their fitness journey with their friends. Having users share their fitness activities to Facebook has increased the probability that a user will actually achieve their fitness goals. And they do, on average, 150% more activities than users that don't. So I think the really cool thing about using Runkeeper is that because you get the feedback from Runkeeper and from your friends, that it really motivates you to continue to push yourself and to challenge yourself. And what I've enjoyed most about it is that, I'm going to be running my first marathon on Sunday, and I never thought I would ever complete a marathon, and it's got me thinking about when my second marathon is going to be. Wish me luck.
So how do you take advantage of the Facebook SDK? Well, it simply involves 3 steps. The first thing is you need to build with it. So go to developers.facebook.com and download the SDK. The second thing you need to think about is how you take advantage of all the different social channels that we make available via the SDK. How do you post into the newsfeed? How do you post onto the user's timeline? And the last thing you need to do is to promote your application. So once you've deployed it to the Apple App Store or to Google Play, then you would take advantage of things like our mobile app install ads, as well as Facebook pages, as well as the other channels that we make available for you to promote your application. And it's as simple as that. Build, distribute, and then promote.